This is Jason Emanis with the Better Business Show, and our guest today is Gary Thomas, best-selling author and relationship expert. And Gary's not a normal type of guest for us on our show, but you were in town, and I was excited about getting an opportunity to talk with you because, relationships are really important in the workplace. And so I appreciate you coming on the show. It's good to have you. And let's get started. I was exposed to some of your work last year. The church I'm a part of asked you to come in and speak to the congregation as a relationship guru. So, because you've written several books on the subject, right?
I have, yes.
You have. So in your research and in your writing and going out around the country and speaking with folks, what are you finding out about Christians and their relationships in the workplace?
I don't know that I could describe one particular attitude. I see some Christians who, for instance, would say, I really wish I had more opportunities to share my faith. And then you question them, and they're off reading their Bibles at breaks.
Yeah.
And they're never with the coworkers, and they're praying for opportunities, but there's no friendship there. I think others could use a better sense of that what they're doing is a part of expressing their faith, that dominion over God's world, being involved in business is a Christian ministry when you're doing it unto the Lord, when you're doing it with all of His might.
You think people are getting that? Do you think they know that's why they're there? That vocation, that calling.
I don't, by and large. I've heard so many people give testimonies that they felt like they became serious about Christ, so they had to get away from their business and go into a ministry. And I've heard them preach. I've heard somebody say, well, I realized that God wanted me to do more than teach math and statistics and become a youth pastor. And yet one of my closest friends is a school principal who I think has one of the largest outreaches to young people of anyone I've ever known. I have another friend who owns a boat building business, and the ministry he has to those families and the input he has financially, providing for families, which is pretty important in this day and age, running his business so that they have incomes and running it wisely so that there's a certain level of security as much as there can be in this world. And just the example he shows and being there when there are those moments of crisis show me how crucial it is that we're applying our faith in the business world.
Right, right.